Um, hey guys,
Hello and welcome to a new live stream. Hey, what do you know what we
in time.
are missing? We are in time. However,
Chat.
wait, stay here. When we do the logo intro, we can put the chat on there. Yes, welcome to a new live stream here from the Car Truck Studio in Essen. The last time here from this Car Truck Studio this week, because next week we will be on our way back to from Blackpool, because we are heading over in 2 days to the largest magic convention in the world.
Yeah.
What is necessary, what we already did, what we still have to do, etc. You will
Lots
see in
of
a
work.
second. Yes, here's our intro. And there we are. Yes, today it will be a little bit chaotic. The guys who help us with the timestamps, they are totally
Free today.
I would say they are free today because we are so busy with getting all the stuff prepared. If you have ever worked in an area where you have to be ready at a certain point, even in school, I mean, it's the same thing. Without the last minute, there would never be anything finished, as Richard said today. It's always that we need this pressure, otherwise it will not happen. Therefore, I would also recommend, if you're a magician, go to a competition. Why not? Because a competition will bring you to the last minute.
That's true, yeah.
That you have to work on something. It's not like, oh, I'm just doing a card trick. I'm just, But if you feel the pressure that maybe I have to work on my magic, or I have to be ready and I have to work on the scripting or the improvement of a method and so on, then competition is not the worst case or the worst thing. However, I don't like competition.
No, me neither.
But for getting something
Yeah,
ready,
if you
really
if you
great.
if you can't handle yourself setting yourself deadlines and stick to them, then this is kind of a good idea. Maybe
Or you do it like you are making your own evening show
Yeah,
and be under pressure for
you
more
have to
than
be-
a month.
you have to be ready then.
Yes, so it's more or
another
less
thing,
the same. It's because you have to sell tickets and want to give a good show. What you did last year,
That's big pressure.
that was
tell you.
a lot of pressure. Yes. So in the small areas, do go for a competition, and maybe when you do this and you will win, you might see the world. Who would know?
Maybe, yeah.
Like us, we are able to go back to. I love my segues. Sometimes my segues are really cool, right?
That was good, yeah.
And when you are allowed to travel the world in the name of magic, not in the name of love, but in the name of magic, then you can go to several conventions around the planet Earth. And this year we have several good ones. The next one, well, I already was lucky enough to do 2 in January in America, one in Las Vegas and the other one in Columbus, Ohio. Then now comes Blackpool. There will be, as far as I know, I don't know if it will happen to me or not. There is Flasoma in Brazil. Sounds awesome, but I have no information yet about it. And then comes the German Championship that qualifies for the FISM World Championship in Quebec. Both of them highly recommended. Well, I don't know so much about the German one. And then is Magic Live as well in May. And what else am I missing? I think that's more or less it. This year is not too much planned. Oh, the sessions that was meant to be in January, is delayed to, I think, something like this. So there are still a few conventions coming, and I will try to do most of them. Let's see what happens. It's always nice to travel, but also nice to stay at home. So we'll see. Yeah, either way. It was something good, something bad with the last year without conventions, that you can also lick blood by staying at home and not traveling and just stay in touch.
Yeah, a
with
lot
you.
of things changed, right? So I think
kind of.
the whole convention scene has also changed, maybe a little bit.
You know what? I really hope that because of the last 2 years, that the rules of FISM will change very, very soon. That a new category for magic will
Online magic.
camera magic.
Camera magic, yeah.
Camera magic, because
Totally has its place.
yeah, because there is definitely a place out there, and here's the thing: we either have camera magic like when Copperfield did his
TV specials.
TV specials with the Statue of Liberty, or Crossing Right, where he has the whole control over the camera angles and so on and so on. That's kind of camera magic. Then
But I think today more like social media. That has
but
has
also
a huge
like
place.
Shindem, when he does it on America Got Talent or whatsoever, then he has the control over the camera, at least when they work together and not against each other. Can happen as well.
Yeah.
And last but not least, when you are really at home or in your studio and are interacting. I have seen a great online show once with Luis de Matos when he did it from his studio in Portugal. Awesome, with a lot of cameras, a lot of really high technique setup, and he had the full control over everything, plus the communication back and forth with his audience, what really is usually missing in your theater.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So it really has benefits, and both.
Yeah, it has advantages. But
Yeah.
I think both are two totally different things.
Yeah,
Like a real show and an online show, you can't compare that at all.
yeah, and I was astounded. Last week I was at Philo's evening show in the theater, and I met a magician that I know for several years already, and he was so booked over Christmas and the month before because he did so many online shows.
Online shows, yeah.
Yeah, that was like he never had anything comparable before. So some see the potential in it and are prepared in a certain time, and you want to have it.
Yeah,
right?
that's the thing. I think I do like it, but I didn't found the connection to do it more often than I did it. So it's like I like the aspect that you have full control about certain things, but for me, there's nothing like doing real magic. It's,
Yes.
so real magic, like
in real person. I mean, really live in
That's
where
good.
you could touch, where a spectator could touch you,
right?
or whatsoever.
So the baddest thing about online shows, I think, is the communication part.
Yeah.
That you don't get direct feedback from the audience,
but
like maybe from one person, but not from all at once.
But that's also with Luis de Matos.
But you
all open their
I
microphones.
get it, but he has the possibilities and the technique to do this. It's not an easy thing to do. Trust me, it's not an easy thing to do to get the feedback from the audience, especially if you have a lot of people watching you. That's,
my girlfriend did a class, and for several months she had to do it at home with Zoom. And you would hear a baby screaming from one of the students.
You don't have you have your audience. You have no control about the audience. The one person has a good functioning mic. The other one has no mic at all and has everything open. It's the sound on full volume, and you get a feedback straight away when you.
And you would not even know who it is.
Yeah,
right?
we had it, and there's a totally different thing if you operate all the stuff yourself. And you have no chance of stopping the audio feedback when you do a magic at the same time.
Okay, I get you.
But if you have
he has a whole team
if you have the
working behind the scenes.
Yes, that's a total different thing.
Yeah,
I would love it.
So we will see if this year at Quebec maybe they will already pay some attention to all these possibilities, all these problems that appeared because of online streaming, etc. What is cool, because I know exactly where the point of camera is, where I'm looking right now. Yeah. That's exactly where I have to point my magic to. I can hide anything else behind immediately here, while this is impossible if I have people around me. It would not happen. So very angle proof if you want to do it like this. So it's also very interesting. So maybe at Quebec I will see it. You will not go, I heard.
Quebec?
Yeah.
No.
Why not? It's so cool. If you have a chance of going to a magic convention, budget-wise, I would say first do Blackpool. Yeah. Or first of all, go.
I think without have ever been there, but I think Blackpool is something like a total different thing from every other convention, right? Blackpool is kind of like the place to be.
Yes and no, and it's nothing different to a convention of a small magic club in your neighborhood,
right?
Because it is a magic club in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I think from another perspective, like every magic company is trying to release their new stuff there. So
But it grew. It grew
yeah,
to
yeah.
this size.
But
right?
it is like this. Blackpool is the part where most magic tricks are released. They
Yes.
have not been right.
Yeah, and here's the thing. 1 year I was there. Since I started doing magic, I was there several times. At the beginning, I was not allowed to be a dealer there because there's a long list of dealers who want to be there. Then I started talking with the dealers there to sell my products directly to them so that they can then sell my magic, until I finally got a table, until I also was booked as a lecturer and performer. So I was also doing this. So I could see behind the curtains, behind the scenes of the Blackpool Magic Convention.
Nice.
And where you think everything is super grand and super professional, etc. Oof, that was really, really tough. What is interesting was that it was really the whole thing was done by a small magic club. Nobody knew anything.
Is it still like this?
Yes, and the coolest thing is that it looked so professional because they hired professional performers, and they would save the day. They know exactly what they do. When I was doing the horseshoe performance, etc., and there was a team that then showed up, the 5 guys who had to perform, and it was like, okay, so who is first, who is next, what are you doing, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So there was no technical whatsoever. It was really terrible, the whole setup, and with the lecture as well, no planning. Seemingly no planning. So where do I have to be? I don't know. Ask this guy. So and gone again.
Okay,
so
great, yeah.
really, really difficult. However, the professionals who are booked there to perform, to lecture, etc., they are really doing a great job, letting everything appear so seamlessly, so unproblematic. What is cool. So I was once able to look behind the curtain and being part of these guys. And we are doing the dealer room. There's always one guy who is responsible for the dealers. So when we have some questions, what to do when we have to open, etc. That's interesting. And and usually when we are dealers, we are not seeing anything. So you will be a little bit disappointed when you will work.
No, I don't think
you will not see. Well, what is good, right? Because it will be your very, very first convention.
Yeah, I don't have any money to spend, so it's all good.
What is great? I mean, there are 2 things that saved Philo a lot of money. The first was that he moved. Well, Philo, you know, the one who is usually standing here, but he is busy now. And Mark was able to come over and help us. And so Philo changed his material from bicycle to Phoenix, and as we are not releasing every shit, and there are not so many tricks out there with Phoenix, he already saved a lot of money by not. This looks great, let's take it. Oh, it's bicycle. Don't need it right now. And so he avoided to buy a lot of stuff.
I don't do that usually. So I stopped doing that. I was. It's like. If I see a new method, something that really changes from the stuff that I already have, I buy it.
But you have to know the method.
Yeah,
if it's just the hype and the trailer, what is
sure.
Right now an effect by Joao Miranda.
Yeah,
I don't like it. What is super hype? Don't say that. It's not live on camera here. But but it's a big hype. You don't know what you get, and you're just I want one, right? Without even knowing what will come.
Yeah, sure. So if you say that, I don't want to say it's a bad product. It's
just,
it's not for me.
The marketing you didn't.
I just don't. It's just not something I would buy. So.
Yeah. So just wait. Find out what it is by seeing it live at a convention.
Yeah, you saw it.
That is nice when you have the chance. If you go to a convention, see it there, or you just wait, as we always say, until it is sold several hundred times, maybe. And
I think it's sold out already.
Funny.
I think it was sold out 2 hours after the release or so. And they have 20. As far as I know, they have 20 units for Blackpool. So. I probably think it will be gone after an hour.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's strange.
Am I doing something wrong here? We are not even prepared for everything that will be released there. But seemingly hyping a product is something to sell.
Absolutely, yeah.
If people are then happy with the final purchase, it's on another page.
Yep,
so we don't know. So what we really like is having products that we ourselves like. and where I feel proud myself by releasing it, about the method that is used because it's unique and new or whatsoever. And therefore, then we are really proud presenting them at a convention.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and that's, I think, somehow different. We just are in the middle of a sale for professionals for a product that is not released by us but by someone else, and we are only targeting professional magicians, as this product should not be seen by any lay magicians who are just amateur performers, or by a normal person himself as well. So this market is definitely limited. It's taking some time until the units are sold, but it's definitely, I think, better for all the professionals out there.
Yeah, I think it's worth doing that, going that route. So if you don't want to be just selling, so that's a big point.
Oh, the feedback of all the guys, if it's just all the professionals, like name any
everyone
professional who is a TV performer or whatsoever, has his own theater and so on and so on. Sooner or later they will have one. Several of them that we already contacted are already in the loop and on the waiting list. Yeah, so it's just, I think it's another approach to do, and I think it's
I like
great.
this idea. So I really think we spoke about this before. I think if you are a professional performer, you're always looking for things that are not like the stuff everyone could get, to be a little bit different on stage, to make your program a little bit different. Yeah. Especially nowadays, where at least I think the magic community has grown, so more people are getting into magic.
Plus, they are coming in through Theory 11, Illusionist, and Vanishing Ink, where a lot of non-magicians being interested in magic, maybe to find out what the method is.
Exactly. So I think a little bit of secret can't be wrong for all of us. I can speak from experience. Yeah.
And in the end, it's good for the whole magic as well, because I mean, don't you want to have this feeling of real magic happening?
Exactly. That's
I always
exactly
say, if I'm telling you the secret now, I'm not giving you something. I will take something from you, and this is not what I want to.
But you have to understand that it took me quite a while to find that out. That I don't have this feeling that often anymore. So, but I'm very happy if I see something that I don't get. So,
and then people are asking us, but don't you know any method, every method?
No, and I don't want to. So I saw an A-can from Jason Ledanier. 1 year ago or so. I'm so fooled. I'm so totally fooled by that one. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, I saw a great routine in Vegas performed by Dan Garrett to me. Yeah. And it was a $15 download from Penguin that he did so well. Yeah. And he fooled me completely with it. And then another magician who also downloaded it, he said, "Do you don't want to know, etc." And I said, "No, it's not. I cannot sell this. Right. It's not. It will not end up in our portfolio. I will not have I will not be able to perform it outside of Card Shark whatsoever." And I just love to be fooled, and this feeling I don't want to destroy just by knowing the method.
Exactly. So, don't you think that changes when you're starting to do magic? You're beginning and you want to know everything and suck in everything. You're kind of like, I have to know how that one works. And
it's okay to get us to a certain level.
Right. And later on, it's more like, I don't have to know everything.
I think I remember it was either the Destiny deck or Get Sharky, one of those two. I showed it to Jay Sankey, and several times he said, "Don't tell me the method. Yeah. It's wonderful. It's just don't tell me." Yeah, he's right. He's was fooled very badly. But it's great.
Great. Yeah.
Now he's saying, "Damn it, we are." Don't do timestamps. Don't do timestamps. We are just
Blackpool.
talking now, like this. Exactly. So we are doing a lot of conventions. We are not 100% prepared yet. We are trying our best to be prepared, to be there professional. We are not. It's still a niche market, so it's fun to go there and bring you new stuff. And there's always a certain date and a certain moment where you have to jump into the water and see if you can swim or not. And several of our ideas, several of the creations that we have to release are already waiting here, getting ready. Some you already have prepared months ago that are waiting now. Videos are done, you say. Others just arrived today, and we still have to prepare some of the cards that will come there.
Sure.
And it's so much fun to get something ready and then show it to the world.
Especially if you love the thing that you sell, right?
I love it. I want to be fooled myself and then see how much I can fool people. And that's also why I am not showing it right now, because these conventions are a great possibility to train the tricks yourself several hundred times. If you have done a convention and you have seen so many magicians in front of you, you have at least 100 performances now behind you.
I think you won't ever get a chance to perform a trick that often, right?
For me, I don't know. I'm not performing for lay people, but
even if I'm doing close-up for a month, I wouldn't say that I can perform every trick like hundreds of times. And if you do a convention, you do it the one thing over and over again, right?
And that was the best thing, the roadshow that we did in Europe, in America, America as well. Yeah, it is that you have more or less 4 conventions in 2 weeks, because you're opening up on a Saturday in one city, then you're closing, go to the next city, open up on Sunday, then again the next Saturday and the next Sunday. So you have 4 different places, 4 different people.
That's nice.
In 2 weeks, and this is so condensed knowledge, so much. Where you can experiment, where you can try new things, and so on and so on.
And you test the material on magicians, right?
I love it. I love it. And then you come up with. So I think that my performance, that my demo of Destiny deck is better. No, it's different. But my story is great, and it fools so many people that I see magicians that when they see the second phase, it's like they're really going 2-3 steps back. It's like, what the heck have I just seen right now? Yeah. It's that strong.
That's exactly what you want.
Yes, it's exactly what I want. And that feels so good for myself when Mark Mason is doing his stuff for me and I'm watching it, and it fools me like crazy. Where I think, wow, that's a clever method. That's so much fun. We don't have it that often. So we will have several effects that we will show the very first time in Blackpool, not now here. And you will soon then see the trailers and the performances as well, and so on and so on.
Right, but we wanted to film something of the stuff like at Blackpool with the creators, so you can also see some real world performances, even if it's with magicians, but it's a real world performance by the creator himself. So
talking about this, there are several performers being booked at the convention in Blackpool as well, and 2 of them are Mario Lopez and Nicolas Mavresis, who both are booked as a lecturer, and they certainly want to show new stuff as well. We worked on this for a while. The effect of Nicolas Mavresis is called activity, and the effect with Mario Lopez, it's a card warp effect,
but on steroids.
Very strange.
Yeah,
and then comes again the discussion of Roger, who says a card warp is good because at the end everything is examinable. Yes, that's true. And the Mario Lopez went another path because he wanted to create an impossible moment that is 100% impossible. Yeah, it looks so cool, right? I showed you the video.
It does. And it's totally worth it to have to do the extra step.
Yeah,
like there's always a way, and I think if the effect is worth it, you should go that extra mile to be doing it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and Mario has already proven that when you go the extra mile, you have seen his performance with the sand pouring,
right?
With it's so funny. With the cigarette act I've seen him so many times at conventions around the world where he performed, and even the card vanish that I showed you, right? Impromptu at a dinner evening in Buenos Aires. He was just, give me a card. What? But I filmed it. That was the nice part.
Yeah, that's good.
So these 2 tricks will be released in Blackpool when they do their lecture. And for that, we certainly have to get them ready. And then we have an effect of Preston Nyman, the son of Andy Nyman, who will be under his stage name, creator's name, I don't know,
Yeah.
Spooky
I don't
Nyman, will be released, and it's called Best in Show. Do you know what Best in Show is? That's something I had to look up myself, because if you are not a native speaker, I was like, and you have even seen the trailer where you saw this Best in Show, woof woof, etc.
No.
Exactly. What is it? It's in dog breeding or whatsoever, the best dog in that show, for instance, or if
Okay. So the best
now
in
it
business.
makes best in, well, it's this first, second, third place, different things, but then you have this overall FISM Grand Prix whatsoever, and the best in show, right, is then this effect, and that's why it's a kind of a breed, something new that is trained, and so on and so on. Then everything makes sense, but it was not so. For if English is not your native language, then it's really difficult to get, right? But now when you deal with it, then you get the idea finally. Yeah. Anyhow, so this effect, Best in Show, will also be released. Hopefully, we will arrive in Blackpool, fingers crossed, on Wednesday, and on Thursday, while Roger and I will set up the booth. I think that's enough. Philo and you don't have to be there, so Philo and you can then get ready for setting up the studio.
Get drunk at the Ruskin or so.
Don't you want to go down one more time? It's no. It's about filming the performances and the instructions for all these effects, because it's nicer having the inventor doing it himself.
Yeah,
with Nicholas, for instance, and Preston. We could film it like what we did with Wild Dice. However, it's really cool when you have the originator there and doing it himself, right? Sometimes there are some handlings right now with the Wild Dice. Roger showed me one move that is not on the instructions, but it was in the written instructions. And yeah, when you don't know the effect as an inventor yourself, but you're doing the best that you can while watching the instructions and all this, then you might miss the small little detail that was really cool. Yeah,
it's a good idea.
It's really a good idea. Anyhow, that was number 3. Number 4 is Invisible Date, a trick that we already managed to print more or less a year ago. Somehow we wanted to have live performances by Matthew Knight, the inventor, and with all the lockdowns and then again, etc. It was really difficult to get video material that was great, and now we have it. And this effect, because the effect is great, but you wanted to also do kind of a hype or whatsoever, so that
I think it's always different if you show some real world performances instead of just doing a studio performance. I think that's one big different thing, and also I think to be able to show what the effect is with real people makes all the difference in the world. At least to me, if I see a trick and I see it being performed to people that have a genuine reaction, right? Not a faked one.
Well, then that's the thing. Well, most videos unfortunately are faked. The reactions. That's really, really sad. And I have let's do the last one that we still have to talk about, and then we go for the reactions and videos.
It's your stream.
Oh, thank you. Well, no, it's yours as well. Now we are at 4, right? Which one is missing?
PST.
Yes, PST. The trick that might be named
differently.
Humanly possible.
Let's say it's currently released under its code name PST.
What is short for perfect
PST.
stop trick, and having an effect with the name trick in it is not really.
No.
Oh,
it's
we can call it PSE, perfect stop effect. Anyhow, we are still figuring this one out. Want to release it in Blackpool. It's really a cool effect.
No, we don't do that.
Then
I just thought about it.
You will then answer all the emails to Giovanni Criccio, who invented this. He's from Italy and is eager to see this trick being released in Blackpool. So we are trying our very, very best. Yeah. Talking one more time. Where did I want to see? Say
PST.
No, before
PST.
No.
PSE.
No, don't give me. No, don't.
You want to go to the next one?
No, the effect I wanted to show. Yeah, I want to say. No, when we will film videos and you want to have a spectator reaction that is unique and that is not scripted. First of all, back then you would have the audience of L&L Publishing. If you did the videos there, if you watch the old videos there, you have Front Row Jack and then the two girls, etc.
That's a totally different thing.
Right,
that was great,
and it's not scripted. They're really like great. Crazy. There's
great.
one guy who's really himself a magician, but likes to be fooled. Was the blonde, short person, skinny person with a beard or so. I met him. He's a magician. And I had done magic to one of the two girls, the cuties in the front row, and she freaked out exactly as on the videos. It was like, damn it, and I don't have it on video. I did metamorphosis to her, and she loved it so much. She was, that was unique. That was really real. Now we have a spectator, if we can get him, that is as good as these.
Who?
It is the friend of our employee.
When
Philo did his show in his theater last week, he was there as well, and he has met her some weeks ago, I guess, and she told him where she's working. Magic, plastic cups and balls, whatsoever, and she invited him going to a show with Philo, and that was priceless. I mean, we had to use these bloody stupid masks. Sometimes he was able to remove them, but the eyes were already talking completely. Philo was doing the 4-coin magic, where he would have the 4 coins here, and he would open his hand, the spectator, and he would just be on cards, coins across, and the eyes went nuts. It was like really big reactions, like. He could not wrap his head around it.
That's great.
He said, I will. My brain will bleed tonight. He will not be able to sleep. One of the best reactions I've ever seen. He has done several things with him, and it was by far the best reaction. So we have to keep him somehow close. We won't tell him anything, but I want to bring you this guy on video, because it's the best reaction ever. You would pay him to come.
Okay.
Right? Just to have him as in the audience.
Good to know.
Yeah. Does he into my pocket to create a very impossible trick? I would do it. Inventor of the magic once said, if I had to put a piece of cow shit into my pocket to create a very impossible trick, I would do it. Are we talking about Vitus? Are you really serious about this? Okay, interesting. Sometimes, like Einstein already said, don't trust Einstein already said, don't trust anything that is written on the internet.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
Or was it Da Vinci? I forgot.
True. Yeah, but it's kind of true.
I think that. Maybe I would come up with another method. I think
another method,
because sometimes that's the cool thing when people are approaching me with new effects, new ideas, etc. Most of the times they are so focused in one method, because that's the only method that they figured out at that time to achieve a certain effect. And it's like, but it's cow poo. But there's other methods. Do you know that you can use Nutella for it?
You already have a trick that's called bullshit. It's called cow shit. Great new name. No, he's serious.
Very back then. Yes, you're right. Interesting. Yeah,
great.
Very, very good.
Yeah, but it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
it totally makes sense. I think so.
Yeah, but and here's the thing. You won't believe how stupid some methods are.
Yeah.
That are released too early, where you would, not you maybe, but some of you and me, come up with different methods. Immediately when you see it, it's like, really, that's how you do it? Wouldn't it be better doing it like that, or that, or that, or that? And then certainly it's so stupid, like the blister thing, where you are pressing, you are pretending that you have a lighter, and you're putting your thumb above, and then you show that the blister on your thumb is exactly the card value. I back then just wanted to figure out a way how I can put any playing card blister onto my thumb. And it took me several months, several prototypes, and so on, and I did it. I came up with the method, and then I didn't release it. Till someone else, and then later someone released it exactly like what I thought. And I thought, what a stupid method. That's why I did not release it. Because when I thought...
What was it? Was it released like 2 years ago then?
No, it's longer ago. I was in
because
Greece
there was something released.
But it was like that you have to twist something or so to get to a certain value and so on and so on. So it was a free value. Yeah. However, it's not necessary because if you can force a card, right? That's the thing.
Exactly.
Does it have to be a free choice? No, it does not have to be a free choice. For the spectator, nothing changes.
No.
The whole experience that he gets, I have selected a free choice and the blister showed up on the finger, will be 100% the same thing. Exactly, but if it was a really free choice or a false value that you think it was free,
right.
There's nothing different. Now, but your handling that you just go into your pocket because it's already there waiting, press it. But if you have to steer something around, blah blah blah, and find something, it's stupid. And that's exactly what I did back then, finding a method that it wouldn't be that stupid. But in the end, I thought that's stupid.
Okay.
So sometimes you have to work on things just to figure out yourself. Kill your baby. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Not every trick has to be released, so. Right.
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes, and yeah, 100% with you. And sometimes we also, unfortunately, release effects where we think they are great, and they turn out to be, kind of. And I have to say, for instance, one of our babies was released several years ago, and I don't think that you remember that one. It was called the Overkill deck.
I remember the name, but I don't remember what it was. Was it like kind of like a brainwave deck with some more? No.
It was back then with the juggler from Las Vegas.
Juggler from? Do you mean my name?
Company. Well,
doesn't matter.
Great comedy juggler and great card magician, etc., etc. Really good guy, and he loved the idea. And we did it together right from when I released it back then at a convention. I was there doing the lecture. He was in the audience doing the trick. The whole thing is that it's kind of a deck where you can just throw through. You say stop. It's a free choice.
Okay.
And he would immediately know the card. But he's so far away.
Sounds good.
It is good. It's like okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. It's the 5 of hearts.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay stands for hearts.
Yeah.
Got it. It's the 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like okay, have 1 is the 4. You don't have to remember anything. Just him. But he has a card where everything is written on, and I have written everything on the backs of the cards.
That's smart.
That was so great, and we did not sell so many. Why? Because it's a 2-person act. Yeah. How many magicians do you know who work together with someone else?
Not many.
Exactly.
I really wouldn't know any, at least not closed up or stand-up shows. So besides from real stage shows, there was no place where I would perform this. No, true.
True. And that's why we released, we printed so many of them, and I threw them away at the end, just to make some space here in the warehouse. Well, most of it burned anyhow. But yeah, that was unfortunately a great idea, a great effect, but was not for the world that would fit it, because there are not so many professional magicians or magicians who are performing with someone else. What is really, really sad. Other than that, the deck was great. But I found out it was not a good seller because of that. Yeah, well, it is what it is. The name, that's so stupid.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, sorry. So,
he's going. You're doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing the next. What was the next? Where were we? So, we had, did we already had that? Mario Lopez is releasing a new one. We have to film the tutorial and all of the performances. And then we have, is it? What is it? What is this?
You don't know that, right?
No.
It's Eccentric's Mystery Box.
Yeah, I can read.
By it's great card effects and everything, but look who did it. It was released by Charlie Fry.
Okay.
Charlie Fry is the name.
Okay. Yeah, I know him.
Yes,
But
and he's
also
also
not in
he's a
person,
great cartoonist and everything.
okay.
Yeah, everything is from him. So yeah, it was Charlie Fry because I knew it was his product.
Good.
Yes. Okay, Charlie. Sorry that I forgot your name. I'm so bad. And I saw him just in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago. That's why.
Shame on you.
Shame on me. It is. So we mentioned all 5 tricks that are coming.
Yeah.
In the next few streams, you will see the
Did we
performances
say all the names?
and the other ones.
Did we say all the names?
Yes.
Not sure.
I'll repeat them one more
the
time.
The effect names, I think.
Mario Lopez with the Perro Verde with a green dog. A green dog because in Spain, when you say this is so rare, like a green dog, it's like it's an an impossibility. Well, it's totally impossible and totally weird.
Rare.
And then we have Preston Nyman or Spooky Nyman with Best in Show.
Mm-hmm.
We have Nicolas Mavresis with Activity. We have
PST.
PST. What will
Codename PST.
Yeah. Your working title PST exactly. And last but not least, The Invisible Date by Matthew Knight. Yes. So all these 5 effects will be released in Blackpool, and soon you will also see it here in our live stream. We will show it to you with the trailers, and we'll perform them here live for you. So you will be the first. If you are coming to Blackpool, you will be the first.
Right.
Other than that.
But if you can't come to Blackpool, and I think that's a lot of people that are, for whatever reason, not possible or not able to come to Blackpool, we try to give you some sneak peeks or behind the scenes with some live streams, if possible. So if you want to have all the infos, just make sure to follow us on Instagram.
Here's the other, and that was the other problem. You remember when I was in Las Vegas and we did this YouTube video, etc.?
There was no good connection, right?
No, but I filmed it and then uploaded it with normal uploads. But as we now have 2 different channels on YouTube, it is a little bit problematic.
Right.
Because we have the Card Shark Germany stream where you maybe have subscribed back then, and now we have Card Shark International. That is the other one for the English-speaking customers, and therefore you might miss out there. So
yeah, but I would recommend go to Instagram if you have Instagram. Instagram translate everything we write down there in German. You will have it translated immediately, instantly. It's like that.
He's the social media
not the video, but the text.
Is
translated.
Cool.
So we will give you some sneak peeks or pictures of what we have at the booth there, and something like little videos of what's going on in Blackpool.
Yeah, so Instagram...
It's Card Shark Official.
Card Shark Official, cool. Maybe I should subscribe.
I know it's a bad chance. Stay away from it.
Fun.
Good.
Yeah, so if you are coming, please introduce yourself with your name here in the stream so that we know that we have a face to your name, and
we'll be happy to see you guys.
Absolutely, have a beer with you in the evening or a dinner or whatsoever. Oh, they have cider. You would love the cider. No alcohol.
I don't like any kind of beer. And cider,
but it's not.
Yeah, many people said that it's not, but it tastes like beer to me.
No, you have to have the pear cider.
Oh, you mean but I don't know.
Oh yes. Oh, then there's another one that is even better.
Okay.
Yeah, I only drink it in England. I only drink it in England, not here in Germany. But it's a lovely drink as an alternative.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
We managed to explain everything about Blackpool. Now we have to pack our suitcases and get ready. In 2 days we are going over, and stay tuned. Next week we will not have a live stream here. However, you still can join us at 8:30 German time. 8:30?
Yeah.
Yes, 8:30 German time. We will most likely do a premiere video because we do kind of a live on tape video earlier that day because we are still on our way home. So we'll upload it there, hopefully, fingers crossed, and you will be able to see it together with your friends live or the next few days after that. And the week after, we will be back here and
live
and we'll
Exactly.
Give you more impressions. New. Maybe we can already talk about the 1 or 2 effects.
Yeah,
at
I think
that time.
so.
I would say so.
I
as well.
definitely think so.
Yeah.
We
So-
should. We should.
Fast
Yeah, we
enough.
should.
Yes.
Right.
Very, very cool. If you have bought one of the effects of the tricks of the week from last week, was it last week? I think so.
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
And you're still waiting. Good news. They are on their way and should be here maybe tomorrow, latest in 2 days, and will be shipped out immediately to you so that you will get your effects very soon.
Right.
New tricks of the week coming, certainly. And
When we're back. Blackpool.
it will be interesting either way. Yes. So
I'm really looking forward to it.
very first
So,
convention.
Yeah, I'm curious.
He's a virgin. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's cool, eh?
That's
you have
true.
to get more than 40 years old. Unbelievable.
We'll see
Anyhow,
what happens. Guys.
let's see with your first impressions from a convention in 2 weeks. We will see you here again. Until then, have a great
Bye
week.
bye. Have a great week and maybe see you in Blackpool.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.